2025 was the year the world finally understood that some doors were never meant to be opened, and some nightmares don't wait for sleep. It began with Project NIGHTFEED. Rumors had always existed about DARPA programs, but what leaked in January 2025 wasn't a rumor, it was a warning. A stolen PDF, only 7 pages long, titled Somnus Weaponization Trial Log. Experts said it detailed a device capable of injecting nightmares into human minds, forcing subjects to experience identical visions. And that's exactly what happened in 3 US towns. Hundreds of people, unrelated, unaware, reported waking at 3 a.m. sharp to the same figure standing beside their bed. Tall, blurred, whispering in a voice that sounded like metal grinding. "Wake up. It's time." The government blamed mass psychosis, but the dreams kept happening, even to people who had never slept. Then came the unlisted flights. January 18th, aviation hobbyists noticed planes appearing on radar with no transponder IDs, no call signs, vanishing as quickly as they appeared. 11 of them in 1 month. Witnesses in the Nevada desert described unmarked jets landing silently and unloading rectangular metal containers, long enough to hold a body, cold enough to frost the air around them. People who went near the landing zones later claimed their phones picked up a signal broadcasting just one phrase: "We feed what the sleepers reject." Nobody knew what it meant. Not yet. But the fear truly began spreading when children started whispering about the mirror people. 3 countries, 29 schools, kids reporting reflections that blinked late or didn't blink at all. One 5-year-old from South Korea told her teacher, "My mirror girl smiles when I cry." A week later, she stopped coming to school. Her parents said she wandered into the bathroom and never came out, though the light under the door stayed on for several hours, and the sound of someone breathing was heard long after the police broke the lock. By spring, the world was already trembling. And then, Tokyo happened. April 9th, 3:11 a.m. A silent evacuation order, level black, sent to diplomats, scientists, and corporate elites. It lasted 4 minutes before being deleted, but not before one terrified embassy worker leaked the alert. A Class 5 anomaly detected beneath Tokyo Bay. Vertical movement confirmed. Something rising. They cancelled the order. They never explained why. The Svalbard Global Seed Vault, the safest place on Earth, temperature locked, sealed for millennia, and yet scientists monitoring Chamber C12 reported a rhythmic expansion of the soil beneath the lowest shelf. They described it as breathing. One technician said he heard knuckles scraping from inside the permafrost. When they drilled a listening port, the mic captured something unquestionably alive and angry at being disturbed. And just when people thought it couldn't get worse, Mumbai went dark. A 7-minute blackout. Nothing unusual, except the CCTV that kept recording even with no power. In the footage, massive silhouettes crawled across the rooftops. Too tall, too thin, moving like broken marionettes. When the lights returned, the streets were empty. Entire neighborhoods silent. Officials blamed a transformer failure. They didn't mention the shadows. They didn't mention the way they moved. And they definitely didn't mention that the same shapes appear in NIGHTFEED victims' dreams. Maybe there is nothing to these theories. Or maybe there is.